We came across this article and I thought, you know what, it's time of the year. We always warn you about this kind of stuff. It still continues to happen. There are lots of
Astonishing.
scammers out there. And obviously, if you've ever dealt with one, you're not alone. This happens to people. Not everyone admits it, but it happens to a lot of people. Rachel Jolicoeur is Director of Cyber Marketing, Intelligence, and Financial Crimes at Interac Corp. She is on the line right now. Thank you for being here. I know the numbers, they're pretty crazy in a bad way. And they're only getting worse. So you say about 42% of people say they've dealt with a scammer pretending to be a representative, an official government of an official government institution. I know we're running commercials now on the air, alerting to people to this. So what's the best approach here? What should raise your sort of eyebrows to think that you're maybe not talking to someone who says who they are?
Anything that calls for urgency, just something that makes you want to act right away. So this is how criminals operate. They create that sense that you just can't just stop and take a moment, right? You have to send the money, respond to them, click on a link. This is how they operate, and that's how they make you fall victim for their scam.
I was thinking about the ads specifically that we're running here say, I got a text message from the government and they say, can I pay back the money I owe in gift cards? So there's things like that
There's a red flag, right?
We can be looking for too. What are some of those red flags?
So if the government, there's actually a few scams that's coming that's surfacing based on the survey. So you have the government officials, you got phishing, and you get like the fake banking, credit card, and online account scams. All of them, it will be a little bit out of context. So you mentioned, paying with gift cards. You'll also hear about paying with cryptocurrency. So those should all be red flags. Anything that's asking you to provide personal information, clicking on links. What I would say is anytime that you receive one of those texts or emails, go back to the original source, right? So don't click on the link that they give you. Go back and maybe go to the actual government website and log in through that and then look at the emails or the message to ensure that it is coming from a true source.
Okay, some people may say, well, I'm not sure I know how to do that. If you're even suspicious that it's a scam, is the idea to call police immediately, or what should you do?
No one does that, though. You just delete it, you hang up, you try to pretend it never happened almost.
That's exactly it. So you delete it and you block them. You don't want to hear from them. And if you really aren't certain if it was a scam or it could be legitimate, then I would say if it's, for instance, because it's your bank, either walk into your bank or call your bank using the phone number at the bank, at the back of your bank card. Always go back to that source because you can't trust who's sending you the information.
So don't bother with a 1-800 number. Call your bank directly at a local bank where you are.
Or the number, I would say, actually the number at the back of your bank card.
Okay. And Rachel, what about the role that AI plays in all of this? Because it's getting much more sophisticated and those scammers are just, they're even better at fooling everyone.
Absolutely. They are able to pretend that they are different organization. It's getting more and more difficult. And unfortunately, I used to say this is, being aware of fraud shouldn't be a full-time job, but it has become a full-time job. And that's why it's always good anytime that there's a sense of urgency or you get something that you're not expecting, just take a moment, really scrutinize before you click on anything. And if you do, for any reason, fall victim to the scam, do speak up, report it to law enforcement, and make sure that you share that experience with friends and family so they don't fall victim.
See, and that's something important. I think we've often said the people sometimes, once this has happened to you, you're embarrassed.
Yeah,
you don't want anyone to find out. If you've been the target of a scam, right, you find out you've had money taken, stolen, whatever else, what's the next thing you should do?
If it's money that's been stolen, then I would say contact your bank immediately. And then report it to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center. And they will give you guidance on what to do next.
Okay.
And change your passwords.
Oh, there you
go.
Go
on your online banking, again, through the real secure channels that your bank provides. and change your password immediately.
Almost forgot that part. Yeah. Once it's compromised, it's compromised. They can get to a lot of other things on your page, I guess, or on your profile that way as well.
Yeah. Good advice.
Rachel, thank you so much. We appreciate the time.
My pleasure.
Thank you. All right. So, by the way, Canadian Anti-Fraud Center, it's a good thing she pointed that out. My first inclination would have been to say call the police. Call the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center.
And they tell you that. I feel like we kind of feel like we're a nuisance or somehow, but they're like, no, report everything. Yeah. They need to know what's going on. They need to know the latest scams.
Don't be embarrassed. It happens to everybody.